Hi there, it's Dawn, and today I would like to show you this Gecko kalimba flatboard. This is their model K17 CAP. It comes in a really nice box. Only bad thing about this box is that it's really hard to open because it sucks. It's one of those that sucks down super tight, and so it's hard to open. The only reason why I bring that up is because this kalimba did not come with a case. So because it had a nice box, then I was like, oh, I can always just use the box as a case. But it is so difficult to open and close this that it's more bother. The really nice foam inside, they had all of this stuff on the bottom, so it was very clean, very nice looking. So you see how there's this false bottom over here? That's where they put all of that extra stuff. And when you get it, it was in here like this with this perfect cutout, so that it looked so beautiful and so nice, just like that. So very excellent packaging. Sad that it doesn't come with a case, but would rather that they use that the budget for the nicer kalimba. You get your regular stickers, you get this manual, which is nice because April Yang is one of my favorites. Your instruction book. This is a C-tone, a really nice cloth, and a kind of cheap, I would say a really cheap bag. This is the type of bag that catches on my skin, and see how thin it is? You can even see my kalimbas through there. It's so thin, it feels nasty and gross, and it grabs at my skin, and I hate this bag. So I don't like that bag at all, which leaves me with no type of case thing for this kalimba. But not that it's that big a deal for me, because me personally, I have a ton of cases, and you can purchase them very easily through Etsy or Amazon or AliExpress if you have the time and stuff. They put this sticker on the back, so definitely want to get that out. They have this carved into the back of it. This carved there. And so this is your C-tone flatboard kalimba with this very interesting shape to it. I am actually not a fan of this shape because it doesn't make any sense to me. It just leaves big gaps that are not filled in. See? It's not like I can mold into here. It's not like I'm gonna hold in here like this. So when I hold, where my palms are ending up having to sit is down here where it's really wide, and then when I do that, then it's just a reach for me. So these, I don't know, these cutouts in this waist, I don't know if that's supposed to be cosmetic, because it's definitely not doing it for me. For ergonomic wise, versus like just, this is the linking. You see how I can just hold, and then my thumbs have plenty of reach. And the reason why I bring up the reach over here is because then I can curl my thumbs and go like this if I have plenty left over, right? And it's just a nice and then your typical like hollow body kalimba, you hold it and it fills up your hand. It feels like you got a good grip on it, and I have a nice overlap of my thumbs. And this one is just a little bit baffling to me because it's so wide, and if I guess if I try to come up, then I can get an overlap and go, but you see the gapping? I don't know. It's just something that in my hand, it's just a little bit awkward to feel it, but I mean, it's not that big a deal. It's just a little baffling. All right, I'll give you dimensions. So at the very widest part, which is not at the bottom, it's right here. This is almost 5 5/8 of an inch. The top across the top here is 5 inches. It's wider overall than most Columbas. And the depth. Now, this you'll want to pay attention to as well, because this depth, it's skinnier than most at 3/4 of an inch over here, or a little over 3/4 of an inch. And then right here, it's about 1/2 an inch. Okay. Let's see, does it go even smaller than that? Yeah, it does. Oops. So at the very bottom, it's about just a little over 3/8 of an inch down here. And I don't like that style, because the ones that narrow down at the bottom, because to me, when things narrow down to the bottom, that makes it want to slip down, and my hands want to slip down. I like having a nice beefy thing to hold on to down here, and stuff. So like over here, the thickness doesn't change, but this actually is more, is shorter on the top, and it widens out at the bottom, so that you have a very nice grip at the bottom, and then your fingers naturally tend to go inwards up top like that. See what I mean? So it's more ergonomic, but this one doesn't do that so much. Just a little bizarre. So I just have big empty gaps here. The tines are kind of straight, and I think these are the biggest, widest tines. Very, very wide tines. I don't like the wide tines. I like the narrow tines better. So this is like my Lingting K17P. See these tines versus these tines. And the Lingting tines, they curve and bend down, and they're also very long. I like the longer tines, and these tines are so short. So you see how long the Lingting tines are? Versus the big, I mean, these are like almost polar opposites of each other, right? Very, very different. Look at the difference in the widths. Okay, let's see. Let me give you a weight. This is 336 grams, which is actually very light for a flat board. The Lingting flat board is 540 grams. This hollow is 260 grams, and I have heavier. Yeah, this is 383 grams. This hollow, 383 grams, and this flat board is 336 grams. So this flat board is actually lighter than that hollow over there, but that's a hefty hollow. And I have ones that are like more heavier duty hefty hollows, and then I have lighter weight hollows. So that's it for the weight. Now for the sound, beautiful sound across the bottom. The top four notes, the high fours, is not very good. So at least you are still getting a note from it. You're still getting sound from it, but those four are just, they're just a little short, not as much resonance. The polish on these tines are not uniform. You have ones that are, you know, nicer polish on it, and then you have this one like the D and the E over here, that it's like they skipped the fine polish part of it and they left these lines across. So that's not great to see. The engravings on these tines are one of the most clear that I've seen on Kalimbas. The engraving, this usually the engravings are very hard to see. These engravings are very, I keep saying engraved. Yeah, I think there are engravings. Either engravings or laser etched, but these ones are really easy to see. I have ones that are a lot harder to see. I mean, one, because of the difference in the size, but like this, with this one, this key, this tine just wasn't stamped as clearly as the other ones. So there's difference in consistency. This one has, the engraving part is very consistent, and it's actually the easiest to see. But these are huge, 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 huge. So if you don't like that look, you have to cover it up with something else. So there you go. I think it is a good sounding kalimba. I think that the top four tines needs improvement. The body is not my style. It's not that comfortable for me, but it's not horrible either. So, and the wood is gorgeous. The accessories. Oh, I went over all the accessories. They gave me a little stubby hammer. This is the first time I've seen a short hammer. Usually, this is the standard size hammer, and this this actually is a hammer that came with the Gecko 21 key. And this is the one that came with this little 17 key. It's a little shorter one. It's adorable. I love it. I think that it's fine to be this height, and I don't know. I think it's great. So there you go. Hope that helps, and thanks for watching. Bye, guys.